Jay Leno, witness for Michael Jackson.
Making fun of him at night, testifying for him by day.
If you're asked a question, you have knowledge of Michael Jackson being with a child, there's no funny answer to that.
Then, gunshots ring out at a baseball game.
Everybody get in! Everybody get in!
Ducking in the outfield, diving into the dugout. You've never seen a baseball game like this. Plus, Tom Cruise's harsh words against Brooke Shields.
Surprising comments about her career and postpartum depression.
And at the premiere of her new movie, fans scream congratulations to Renee Zellweger.
The essence of an actor.
And check out her wedding ring. Plus, little boys in beauty pageants, tiny tuxedos, gel in their hair, primping and posing on stage.
The boys must walk the stage, hit their marks, and do their best to impress the judges.
Beauty pageants with boys.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Inside Edition with Deborah Norville.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us. The defense is winding down its presentation in the Michael Jackson case by bringing out the stars, with today's edition of Jaywalking finding Jay Leno walking into court as a witness for the defense. Jim Murray reports.
Late-night legend Jay Leno, who peppers his nightly monologue with Jackson jokes, arrives at court to testify in the embattled singer's defense. He had no entourage, and he seemed amused at his noisy reception. He shook hands with deputies as he entered the courthouse. Leno was serious on the stand, but did manage to break up the jurors with a few one-liners. He was promised as a bombshell, but ended up more as a bomb for the defense, who had claimed the entertainer was the target of a shakedown by the young accuser and his mom. Leno said he received a number of voicemails from the young boy, which seemed odd and scripted and overly effusive, with the boy saying Leno was his hero. But Leno said when he finally spoke to the boy on the phone, he was never once asked for money. Fox News legal editor Stan Goldman.
I think calling Jay Leno with the expectations probably turns out to be something of a mistake by the defense, not as big of a mistake as some of its other witnesses have turned out to be.
Welcome to the Michael Jackson witness holding area. As you may have heard, I'm testifying for real tomorrow, Kev. That's right. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Leno wasn't afraid to use his scheduled testimony as material in his edgy Monday night monologue.
And listen to this. I was called by the defense. I'm a defense witness, so apparently they've never seen this program.
Jackson biographer J. Randy Taraborelli says Jackson is offended by Leno's jokes about him.
Michael has been very unhappy about those jokes. He doesn't find it funny at all. His life is on the line here, and he doesn't think that there's anything humorous about this trial.
And observers say Leno's testimony and his popularity with jurors was of little benefit to Jackson.
They're undoubtedly disappointed that Jay Leno didn't come forward and provide information that this boy and his mother tried to hustle Jay Leno for money.
I was glad to get out. I don't want to be part of a story.
Our Stacey Galandi caught up with another celebrity witness, Larry King at Nate Now's Diner in Beverly Hills. He said this was one time Jay Leno couldn't play it for laughs.
If you're asked a question, you have knowledge of Michael Jackson being with a child, there's no funny answer to that. Man's on trial for his life.
Still, while on the witness stand, Leno did get in a plug for Tuesday night's program, saying, "We have Renee Zellweger." Actor Tom Cruise is out on his publicity tour promoting his movie War of the Worlds, during which he has criticized Brooke Shields, a former co-star of his. The reason? Well, as Les Trent reports, the devout Scientologist is upset with Shields' recent statement that she took a prescription drug to deal with postpartum depression.
Tom Cruise is everywhere lately, but along with pushing his upcoming movie War of the Worlds, he's gushing, some say a little too much, about his new girlfriend, actress Katie Holmes. And now he's actually publicly speaking out against another star. In a taped television interview, Cruise criticizes Brooke Shields for taking the antidepressant Paxil. Shields has been in the public eye lately because she wrote a book about her postpartum depression called Down Came the Rain.
I had no bond with my daughter. And it seemed to increase rather than decrease.
Cruise is a member of the Church of Scientology, which frowns upon taking antidepressants like Paxil. Cruise went on to say that vitamins could have helped Shields and her postpartum depression.
Tom Cruise is a wonderful actor, but I'm not sure that he has a medical degree or that he's competent to make recommendations regarding treatment for postpartum depression.
Cruise went on to say that although he cares about Shields and thinks she's incredibly talented, he asks, where has her career gone? Cruise also wants the world to know he's in love.
I'm in love.
He even went wild on Oprah, climbing on the couch, declaring his affection. Then Cruise chased Katie Holmes on stage, where she looked like a deer in headlights.
Okay. She's freaking out.
But are people buying this whirlwind romance? USA Today's headline reads, "Is it love or hype?" And the New York Times headlines an article, "I love you with all my hype." All of this publicity comes at a time when these two actors have upcoming movies to promote. He's in War of the Worlds, and she's in Batman Begins. So is the relationship dubbed Tomcat just a publicity stunt?
He's really, really out of character on this one. You know, he seems to be in love and flaunting it and kissing her in public, and what he's done on Oprah, I mean, I would be a little skeptical because this is, I mean, almost acting.
The question remains, will the relationship fizzle out or go all the way down the aisle?
We mentioned that Shields and Tom Cruise were co-stars. It was back when they were both starting out in the movies. They appeared together in the same film, Endless Love, a teenage romance movie from 25 years ago. Now take a look at this. This chaotic scene played out at a baseball stadium as gunfire broke out just outside. Kim Dean tells us what happened.
Let's go, everybody, let's go!
Sheer panic at a baseball game in Birmingham, Alabama.
Get him.
College ball players dive for cover and run for their lives as gunshots ring out around the ballpark.
Everybody get in! Everybody get in! Let's go!
The championship game was in the 15th inning when gunfire sent players and fans scrambling.
Let's go, everybody, let's go!
The coaches were stunned.
Tonight I witnessed one of the most saddening things that could ever exist. Gunfire in the vicinity of a ball field.
It turns out the shots came from the street outside the stadium, but even so, the game was called off. The players too rattled to resume. It's hard to play ball when you fear you might catch a bullet.
Everybody get in! Everybody get in!
That's for sure. Police say the gunfire apparently came from rival gangs that were shooting at each other. One person was hurt in the incident. The two teams finished the game the following morning. Paris Hilton shot to fame because of an inappropriate video that made the rounds on the internet. Now a television watchdog group is claiming an ad she's done for TV is inappropriate. Paul Boyd reports.
I love Paris in the springtime.
Is this any way to sell hamburgers? Apparently it is if your name is Paris Hilton. But the sultry too hot for TV.
It is offensive to families.
Tim Winter is executive director of the Parents Television Council in Los Angeles.
Broadcasters should carefully consider when they air this ad. Is it during a kids program? Is it early in prime time? If they're going to air this ad, it should be late at night.
In the commercial, Paris wears a revealing swimsuit as she washes a luxury automobile. And, oh yes, she also bites into a hamburger. Carl's Jr. stood by their commercial in a statement saying they've made a point of pushing our television advertising to the edge to bond with their young, hungry guy target audience. As for Paris Hilton, it seems that she's always in the middle of a controversy, even if she's just selling hamburgers.
The burger chain is known for its steamy ads, one of which featured Hugh Hefner and a number of Playboy playmates. She got married so fast there wasn't time to get an engagement ring, but that doesn't seem to be a problem for Renee Zellweger, also now known as Mrs. Kenny Chesney. As Stacey Galandi reports, Renee was at the premiere of her new movie showing off her wedding band.
Her new movie's about a boxer, so naturally all eyes were on The Ring when Renee Zellweger stepped out Monday night. This was the first glimpse of the simple but dazzling wedding band she's been wearing since she tied the knot with country superstar Kenny Chesney in a surprise ceremony a couple of weeks ago. Fans showed their approval.
The essence of an actor.
Zellweger was at the premiere of her new movie, Cinderella Man, co-starring Russell Crowe. It's based on the real-life story of Jim Braddock, the Depression-era fighter who became a boxing legend. Zellweger plays Crowe's wife.
I'm always behind you. I was excited about it because it's the kind of film that they don't make anymore.
Ron Howard directed the film.
A wedding gift for Renee?
Haven't done it yet. I'm socially semi-retarded.
But with this wedding gift on her hand, guess you could say Kenny is now Renee's King of the Ring.
Renee is not alone in not having an engagement ring. A survey by WeddingChannel.com found that 13% of grooms propose without an engagement ring. Mine was one of them.
Next, little boys in beauty pageants. tiny tuxedos, gel in their hair, primping and posing on stage.
The boys must walk the stage, hit their marks, and do their best to impress the judges.
Beauty pageants with boys. This, we're going to stereo equipment, what never to buy used.
We discovered a lot of really scary things.
And
we're inside the Kodak Theater as they're getting set for the big night.
I want them to hate each other, these two. Like a boxing match. Maybe he's poisoned her.
Plus, the secret ingredient that makes this martini worth $10,000.
It's very strong.
Inside Edition with Deborah Norville will be right back.
This is the new 99.5 The Wolf.
It's great country for the great Northwest.
99.5 The Wolf. Mike and Amy in the morning are great.
It's not that old, boring country. It's Wolf country.
Kenny Chesney.
Gretchen Wilson.
Toby Keith.
This is the sound of the wolf.
Joe knows Nissan. Joe knows selection. Joe knows what's hot.
Nissan, that's what's hot. Have you seen the new lines of Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs?
$99 a month on a 25 Nissan Murano all-wheel drive for just $150.
And many have suffered the effects of neglect, poverty, and even abuse. Over half won't graduate high school. A third end up on welfare or living on the streets. It doesn't have to be that way. Sleep Country USA is joining forces with local nonprofit organizations and the community to help Oregon's foster kids. To see how you can help, click on the Sleep Country Foster Kids link at sleepcountry.com.
I love country music and I love the wolf.
Great country for the great Northwest.
I'm a redneck woman.
I listen in my car, I listen in my truck.
I listen all the time.
99.5 The Wolf.
Listen to the new 99.5 The Wolf.
It is a controversial activity for children, but around the country there are plenty of parents who put their little ones in beauty pageants. Usually it's moms who say they and their little girls have fun. But little kid pageants are an equal opportunity endeavor. Kim Dean takes you behind the scenes at pageants where the contestants are boys.
These are the children's pageants we're used to seeing, little girls dressed up like dolls. But we're going to show you a kind of pageant you've never seen, one where the contestants are little boys.
Mr. Benjamin Rose.
At 7 years old, Benjamin is a pageant veteran. We caught up with Benjamin and his mom as they were getting ready for his most recent competition.
Which tuxedo do you want to wear?
Costume, a casual shirt for the swimwear category. Pageant pro since the age of 3, his mom has him in pageants on most weekends. He's been in hundreds.
Benjamin, what do you like most?
Pageant in Pasadena, Texas, just outside of Houston. And here are some of the other competitors. Backstage, we met up with 4-year-old Chase Hyma as he practiced his moves.
Show him how you bow.
Before taking the stage.
Starting to deal with a little more a bigger world.
Last year's pageant winner, 6-year-old John Maglito, says he loves competing, but keeps his weekend hobby a secret from his friends. And his mom has an answer ready when
that we're making him a sissy boy, that he's going to grow up and be teaches them how to go out into the community and how to present.
Benjamin.
You have to pull your sleeve through, your curl straight.
And bows as coached. Just like the little girls in beauty pageants, the boys must walk the stage, hit their marks, and do their best to impress the judges. The judges are looking for it. And today, the winner is not Crown. Benjamin comes in second. Backstage, his mom does her best to comfort him.
You did good. Give me 5.
Telling him it's supposed to be fun.
Did you have fun, Benjamin? No. No.
But his mother reminds him there's always the next pageant.
There are prizes for the winners. They range from trophies to bicycles to cash. These boy pageants usually are affiliated with girl pageants. They'll take contestants as young as 6 months old and up to 9 years of age. But if you go to secondhand stores, it is buyer beware. Some of those great buys may actually be tough. You should never.
Unfortunately, they were easy to find. This cassette deck looks like a steal, but after we bought it, we realized it didn't even work. But there are much more dangerous discoveries ahead. We had no idea this car seat that looked in good condition was actually a recalled product. In another store, it's a crib so outdated, it poses a strangulation hazard and is actually illegal to sell in some states.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission warns that many older products found in thrift stores are not up to current safety standards. A recent study showed